Okay, time to be productive. Greetings Internet, this is Cardiacs, and this video is late. I intended this to be uploaded on Wednesday, but that didn't happen, so better late than never. Which actually ties me into the topic I wanted to discuss, and that is art block. Depending on who you ask, art block doesn't exactly exist. And my argument is it does exist, but you don't have to actually put up with it, I guess. To me, art block is kind of a disinterest in creating, and or a lack of motivation. So I have compiled a list of ideas to help anyone who is struggling with art block get over it and to feel motivated again. So jumping right into it, number one is do a challenge. Like, this can be as simple as doing a draw this again challenge, which is taking something you used to like and redrawing it. It kind of gives a nice feeling of, I have actually gotten better. Another idea is to use an idea generator or ask a friend for an idea if you're feeling like you can't think of one yourself. I've done this before, and I've noticed that my non-artist friends actually do give some very amusing ideas. For example, I had one friend who suggested I draw a rabbit with boxing gloves or something like that, and it was amusing, and I had to draw it, so I did. Another option is draw everything in your social media feed. This is something I found from the channel Semi-Skimmed Men, I think. I don't know, Minnie Small, I think is her name. Anyway, she said that she does drawings of everything that is in her social media feed, of like maybe not everything, but anything at all that could be possibly fun to draw. So getting out of your comfort zone helps a lot. And something a bit related is draw what you see. And I've done this before. I will just look around my desk and I will find a random item and I will draw it. Try using a pen, or simply just stop worrying about what your drawing is going to look like. Now, I started drawing with a pen back in October of 2016, and I found I actually really loved it. It was very fun and it was very simple because I didn't have the luxury of worrying about what my drawing would turn out like. And because of that, I actually found I liked drawing my drawings more often because it was just so much simpler than having to worry about it. Another option is art style challenges. This has been pretty popular lately, people making a list of different popular art styles like Studio Ghibli and anime manga, as broad as that is, and like, who else? I don't know, I've seen like Danny Phantom and Barbie style, I don't know. I don't think anyone's actually done that one yet, actually. Regardless, it's pretty fun, and getting out of your comfort zone, getting to do something new is it's like resetting your brain, resetting your muscles, resetting your everything, and it's very, very nice. And also, another thing is time challenges, like the 10-1-10 challenge, the 10-minute, 1-minute, and 10-second challenge. That's also very fun because the first drawing will look okay-ish, and then the other ones will just kind of look bad. No sugarcoating it there. It's nice though because it gets you to think about it. Like sometimes it'll take a long time to get something to look how you want it to, and it doesn't have to always look exactly how you want it to. Some people, well, for example, when I did it, like whenever I did the 1-minute and the 10-second challenge, everyone that commented on it said that I did really well, so that was very nice. I enjoyed that bit. You can also do a palette challenge a limited palette challenge in which you only use a couple of colors to accent the focal points of your drawings. And you can also subscribe to a monthly art subscription box. Now this isn't necessary, of course. You can always just grab whatever you've got laying around the house and use that instead for like a makeshift art box. But essentially, these boxes will give you a limited amount of supplies in order to create something with, and it can definitely help you with your art block. Now, second listing is try something new. Like I've said this before already. It's just very, very helpful. Usually when I have art block, it's because I've gotten to a funk of just drawing the same old thing, the same face, the same expression, the same pose, the same everything, and it gets very boring. So you can use references. This is a big one. Use references. I can't say it enough. And one thing that I've noticed that is very fun to use lately is PureRef. It's a program, it is free to download, and it's as simple as clicking and dragging pictures onto the program, and it will allow you to save it as a mood board, or a picture, an image, a canvas, or something. You can open it later and use the references you've collected. It's very nice. Another thing is tutorials, and obviously there's YouTube and Skillshare and DeviantArt and all these other places that have millions and millions of tutorials for you to find. All you gotta do is look for them. You can also set deadlines for yourself. Like, I don't know how well this one works, but I've noticed that, not really lately, but I did set a deadline for myself for videos to be posted on Thursdays, and I've had some, I've had some varying results with that one. Anyway, the next one is keep a list of new things you want to learn to draw and refer to it when you're stuck. This is something I've been doing lately, and it's very helpful. Whenever I think of something that I want to learn how to draw, I will write it down in a list. And whenever I feel very art blocked, I will go to that list and I will find something that I wanted to learn previously, and I will get started on it. It's a good idea. Try it. I suggest it. Obviously. 3. Return to fundamentals. Now, this goes back to all the tutorials online. You can find the references, the tutorials on all of these things, but make sure you understand shading, lighting, and shape and form. Understand all those things. Return to all the other fundamentals you can think of, because these are the only ones I could think of. And it can help you on the restart on whatever you're working on that you're having trouble continuing. It helps. Number 4, change your space. This is another thing I found from the mini small lady. I like her. I can't remember her name very well. Regardless, change your space. You can either clean your workspace, because it tends to help when your workspace is cluttered. So is your brain. You can also work someplace else. Go to a different room or go outside. Go on. What's the word? Go someplace that you don't normally go. You can go to a park. You can go and walk into a random building that is public, I hope. Don't walk into somebody's house. That's not good. Just find someplace new, someplace different, someplace fun, someplace inspirational. Try it. It could help. And number 3, for this part of the list anyway, take a break. This may seem a bit counterproductive, but if nothing is working, then take a break. Don't take a month off or anything. Just take a couple of hours, relax, take a shower, give yourself a spa day. Just enjoy being you for a little bit before you can create something different. Okay, next one, inspiration. This is a big one. Gather a list of your favorite artists and check them out when you're stuck. You can also keep references you really like. Places like Pinterest and PureRef, like I suggested earlier, are really good for this. You can find a lot of good pictures and things to inspire you, as well as some other things. Like sometimes I save, what's it called? Writing prompts. There we go. Writing prompts can also be good for helping you with drawing. So you can give an image in your head that'll allow you to come up with something to draw. And the last suggestion is, if art is going bad and you can't figure out a way to fix it, none of these suggestions have worked for you and you don't know what else to do, this is what you can do. You can mess it up on purpose. Like, don't throw it away, just mess it up. Scribble on it. Do whatever you feel like you want to do to get your frustration out. And you can also try something you'd be too scared to do otherwise. This helps a lot with traditional artwork when you have a limited amount of redos available on your paper. You can just try something you wouldn't have thought of doing otherwise, something you'd be too scared to do. For example, drawing a different eye, like completely different, it's not intended to match. Like one eye is normally human, the other one looks like it's some kind of scaled creature eye. Just try anything you can possibly think of. Also, that suggestion came from Mark Crilly's video about art block, I believe. So I did a lot of research about this, so I could have some more suggestions than what I already thought would be useful. Alright, so that is my suggestions. Thank you for watching. Have a nice week. Also, one note about this drawing is that I lost the original footage for the girl. So what you see at the beginning is the original, and then I decided to just completely redo it. It's another thing that I'm sure people have done when they're trying to get over art block. Also, the girl is an old character of mine that I never really did anything with. Her name is Gloria, and she's a goth girl. That's about it. That's all I've come up for her. Yeah, I had some fun trying to work on her. Mostly because the first attempt was very fail. Because the pose was just very stiff, and I wasn't feeling it, so I had to restart it. And what you're seeing on the screen is the results of that, so I hope you like it. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope this helps somebody. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'd appreciate it. Thanks. Have a nice week. I'm sure I've said it already, but gotta say it again because I have a terrible memory. Bye.